Special thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing early access to the Sims 4 Lovestruck expansion pack. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are building once again in Ciudad Enamorada. We are building Torres Lofts, which is a 20 by 20 penthouse lot located here. And this particular lot is going to be penthouse rentals, which is something new with the most recent Sims 4 game update, where you can now create residential rentals on penthouse lots. So that's what we're doing today. There are 3 units in total for Torres Lofts, and they are lofted style apartments. So they are just 1 bed, 1 bath each. And they're actually pretty affordable at 128 Simoleons for rent. So pretty cool. As far as expansion packs and things I use Lovestruck and base game and For Rent, obviously for, the setting the rental units. It does say Horse Ranch on the gallery listing, but then when you click on the items that are used, it says that I didn't use any. So I do not know why Horse Ranch is listed for this particular lot. Hopefully it won't require it. But again, there's nothing. I just use Lovestruck base game and then obviously For Rent for the residential rentals. So yeah, I don't know why Horse Ranch is on there. I was pretty strict with my filtering and just being base game and Lovestruck. So, and as far as For Rent, again, I didn't use any items there. It's just the rental functionality. But so each unit is 2 floors or 3 if you count the rooftop access. There is a shared pool space out the back. And what I like about this particular penthouse lot is, unlike the other video that I did the other day, this particular one allows you to put the pool right on the edge. I don't know why the other one doesn't, but this one does, so that's great. And the only other eyesore about this particular build is right now, the way we're facing, that's the front of the lot, with the doors and the windows. And then the elevator, of course, had to be there, and there's no other place to really put it. I thought about putting it inside one of the units, but then that would take away space, and that's not really fair. So it's just kind of there, kind of almost like a telephone booth or something, just off the corner of the lot. But that's where your Sims will spawn. And then each unit is color-coded for... well, also for being a rental unit, but also inside as well, matching the overall color. So there's a white unit, a pink unit, and a yellowy gold unit. But all the units are black on the exterior. I thought I would pay tribute to the original penthouse lot that was here, which was all black, which I think looks nice being a topper on this particular building, if you will. It's the top, so it's got to be, something. So black kind of sets it apart, I think. We do a trash chute there, on the side of the elevator, so it's out of the way. And then just 1 mailbox on the first unit. I didn't want to go through and put individual ones because it doesn't need them. I also didn't put the For Rent mailbox because, again, I didn't want to use any items from For Rent, just the unit, the functioning part of it anyway. Before we go any further, I do want to say that if you do happen to be purchasing Lovestruck or any particular Sims 4 expansions or kits or game packs or whatever, please feel free to use my creator code. It is TheSimified. Here are some instructions on how to do that within the EA app or thesims.com. And what that does is that's a 5% commission to myself to support me as a creator. It's not a discount code or anything, and you don't have to use it, but if you do want to use it, the option is there. And thank you so much if you do choose to use it. As far as the build, all of the units have the same floor plan, exact, mirrored. And then the bathroom is on the first floor. They're actually very tiny because this actual penthouse is only 20 by 20. So each unit is very small and compact. Tiny living would have been a great one to use for this particular build because it's just so tiny. But I do manage to cram in a full kitchen, a tiny living room, a dining table, and then of course you have the bathroom. The only bathroom in each unit, and then the bedroom is just the lofted space above with a staircase to the rooftop. But Yeah. And this build is available on the Sims 4 gallery. Here is the gallery listing. I just called it Torres Lofts. The original lot is called like Torres something or other. So I just thought, what am I going to call this? Like, so they're lofts, so it works great. So I just kept the first part. And so there's 1, 2, 3 Torres Lofts is basically what each unit is named. And then they're color coded, which you'll see in the screenshots later. I do a top down of the floor plan, and you can see all of the units and the colors. I was struggling with flooring and colors. The end unit originally here was solid black, but there was some weird issues going on with the lighting. I don't know if because the wallpaper is just so black that like lighting disappears into like this void. So like there was no like shadow casting of this particular light, kind of like how it did in the other units on this particular wallpaper. So I do swap it out for white because I just thought black must be too dark that no lighting shows. And it was very dark. So I think maybe the black would be a great accent wall color, but not for the whole unit. So, but we do like a grayish black flooring. And then we have like the pinky purpley unit in the center. That unit unfortunately got like shorted out because the end units can actually have extra windows on their sides, whereas that unit just can't have it because it's sandwiched in the middle. So I do add some extra windows in the white unit, like around the kitchen area, and then on the like yellowy gold unit, I put them near the bed upstairs. So quite nice. Couldn't do that in the end unit on the white one because the bed is in a different place. It's in the middle. So we are doing the bathroom now, and the bathrooms are all the same, exact same basically across all of them. The only difference is maybe the color of the mirror to match the color of the unit, but that's it. There's like a archway into the shower, which is using the new Lovestruck shower. And then the toilet's also tucked in there as well, and it's just like a nice sink area kind of by itself. Since there was no couch or sofa that I really wanted to use that would fit the style of each unit, I decided to take these individual chairs and kind of alt place them together, creating a kind of couch looking thing. It gave me what I wanted, a nice like small couch or sofa. Unfortunately, it won't be like functional to like cuddling or any other couch activities, but Sims will just sit in it like a normal chair because that's exactly what it is. So yeah, there just wasn't anything else. I didn't want to use any kind of base game furniture or anything. I just wanted to keep everything kind of small and compact, and those chairs kind of worked well for that. I also like the fact that there's no arms on them. Just something a little modern, I guess. Curtains are weird because at first some of them kind of snapped like slightly above the windows and the other ones snapped like right directly on top. So I don't know what's up with the curtains, but you can see the gold unit there has the windows by the bed, which I actually think is really nice. The one window is actually like open and then the other one's just closed, but they're basically the same window. It's just one has the window pane open. I'm using the new Lovestruck ceiling beam to create like a edge on the lofted bit there, like where it goes above the kitchen. I thought I could maybe use it as a curtain rod to kind of hide the ugliness from the curtains kind of connecting together there on the front windows, but I could not. It lets you raise the ceiling beam, but it doesn't let you lower it any further. If I had tool, which I don't right now, I would have probably been able to lower it that way, but I'm still waiting for Twisted Mexi to update the tool mod, but I am patiently waiting. So Twisted Mexi, if you're watching this, there is no rush. Life does come first. So whenever you get around to updating that is totally fine. But that's one of the mods I'm definitely missing having, in my building arsenal because, yeah, I don't know. I just can't resize rugs. I can't resize certain things. Can't do certain things. You really don't know that I guess I really didn't think that I used it as much as I do, but then not having it is kind of like, oh, I really did use it more than I thought I did. So On each unit, I do put in the new little like game box there, and then we have flowers on that like table behind the couch there. Each unit also gets a fruit bowl, which is the new fruit bowl, and then these decorative pots. But the kitchens are pretty minimal. I didn't want to do overhead cabinetry because I felt like that would make the kitchens feel kind of more small and cramped than what they already are. So I just opted for no overhead cabinetry, which I guess is fine. Each unit's bathroom not only does it have like a matching mirror, but they also have a matching bathrobe to the color of the unit. I kind of was just, even the trash cans are like that too. I believe that's like a login event item trash can, but I even matched the desks out here in the little like study office area, which is also the walkway to lead to the shared rooftop pool space. But each unit has their own little office off the back here, off the kitchen, which I thought was kind of a nice place to put it. And you get beautiful lighting. You get the views of the city surround. Really nice location. I tried to make each unit a little different in how they're kind of furnished in some ways, in some aspects, to make them feel like they're lived in. Also on the rooftop up here, each unit has a little like room. I actually slotted a door in there, and then the white unit and the gold unit, both end units, they kind of have like mini gyms. Like the one has a treadmill in it, the other one has a weightlifting machine. The pink unit in the center, I didn't put anything in the room, but I did put the door to access it, so you can use it for whatever you want. It is part of the unit. The rooftops are not part of the units. They're kind of considered shared space. Only because it wouldn't let me mark that as part of the unit. I probably would have had to like demolish and basically make a room out of each rooftop area, and I just was not doing that, considering I was like practically done at that point. So the rooftop parts are shared, but the little like rooms off the front are part of the units. So yeah, you can use that for storage or something. I don't know, something up there, I guess. Also in the white unit, I used this new blanket that I put down on the roof, which is a blanket that your Sims can kind of like relax on, cuddle on. I believe they can now like stargaze or something on it, but they can also woohoo in it, which looks strange. They kind of look, it just kind of looks like a burrito or a taco, depending on like rolled really tightly. It just looks so weird. I guess because it's just like the blanket texture or something. I don't know, but if you've watched it yet or not, or have seen that, yeah, it's very strange looking, but still a nice option, I guess, for players that, you know, like to woohoo outside, outdoors. So you have like a blanket that you can kind of roll yourself up into, I guess. I don't know. Lighting up the rooftop areas now, and being very dark and black. There really isn't, you know, a whole lot you can do with lighting, but the pool is superb. I love the pool. I love the fact that this one actually let me put it right on the edge, so it's kind of like an infinity edge pool, which is what I wanted in my previous penthouse build, which if you haven't seen that yet, I will put it in the video description below so you can check that one out as well, because that's also a Lovestruck build. So as far as my next build, I think I want to venture into like a regular house. Penthouses are cool and all, they're fun, but I mean, we will come back to penthouses, obviously, but like, I want to do a house too. Like, you know, bright colors, vibrant colors, like a starter home kind of thing, maybe a non-starter home. And I kind of want to use a little bit more packs, but I do want to do another home that is just Lovestruck and base game. So that way you can kind of start out, but then as we go on, I will slowly incorporate some other packs so we can have some more items, such as like, you know, kitchen stuff, for example, instead of base game stuff and base game appliances. Not that they're bad, but you could really make nice looking stuff with some of the newer content that we have. But we are now into the screenshots. If you haven't already noticed, that's the little shower cubby in the bathrooms, and each of the bathrooms are the same, so I don't show screenshots of those. They're basically just, yeah, identical. I think the bedrooms are my favorite because they basically back up to the city, and then I included night screenshots as well. And if you're enjoying this speed build so far, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, as we will be doing more Lovestruck builds in the beautiful world of Ciudad Enamorada. So yeah, if you have any suggestions or something you want to see around Lovestruck as far as like a build goes or something, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'm always reading the comments. I do take suggestions and requests, I guess. So I'm always looking out for that. So yeah, feel free to drop a comment below for anything that you'd want to see with Lovestruck. I kind of want to do something crazy and do like some really like weird like bachelor love pad or something. I think it would be pretty cool. I haven't used the new heart bed yet, but I do want to use that in a build at some point. So maybe we can incorporate that somehow into a build. But now that we have it back, I need to use it more, you know? Not just for my Sims, but I just meant like in builds. Like I need to remember to include it. So, because some players actually really wanted that object. It was like a top requested object. So yeah, I think the white gray unit is probably my favorite. I'd probably live there personally. I just like it. It's nice. I like its location as well, and just how it's kind of bright and refreshing. And yeah, but that's all I had for this speed build. I do thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.